My name is Robert Blazek. I'm a Republican candidate for Ohio's 6th Congressional District. I promise to work tirelessly to advance the Trump agenda by defending America's sovereignty, promoting Americanism, and demanding equal justice under our laws. And here are the 19 ways I plan on doing exactly that. We defend America's sovereignty by 1. Securing our borders and enforcing all of our immigration laws. Our immigration laws are supposed to solve America's problems, not Mexico's. 94% of aliens in federal custody are here illegally. We spend over $135 billion on illegal aliens. 2. We need to hold the employers of illegal aliens accountable with mandatory nationwide E-Verify. 3. We need to end chain migration with legislation such as Representative Bob Goodlatte's Secure America's Future Act. Fully 70% of immigration into this country between 2005 and 2015 was due to chain migration. 4. We need to eliminate the visa lottery program as well as birthright citizenship. The Congressional Budget Office estimates we have 4.5 million anchor babies in this country. People that have entered this country illegally and used healthcare resources meant for U.S. citizens. 5. We need to codify President Trump's merit-based immigration reforms that will bring people to this country that share our values, will assimilate, add to our economy, and speak our language. Make no mistake, English is a language that binds us as a nation. 6. We need to make sure that aliens is excluded from the data collected by the Census Bureau and used for allocating House seats to the various states. California has 4 million aliens in its population, and that results in California having 3 to 4 additional House seats that they would not otherwise be entitled to. 7. We need to take a good hard look at Saudi Arabia's network of mosques across this country that may serve as potential safe havens for Islamic extremism. 8. We need to reform our visa programs so that we regain control of our visa overstays. And anyone visiting this country on a visa that finds their way onto a terrorism watch list needs to have their visa revoked and deported. We should not be spending any law enforcement resources monitoring any visitors to this country. Our second area is promoting Americanism here and abroad. We promote Americanism by promoting fair trade, not free trade. Trade imbalances exceeding 10% of our trading relationship for 5 consecutive years or more is not fair trade, and it is not sustainable in the long run and should serve as a red flag. We need to continue to reduce the size and scope of the administrative state by codifying President Trump's regulatory reforms that calls for 2 regulations be eliminated for every new one being proposed. In 2017 alone, the Trump administration reduced the size of the Federal Registry by 35% to its lowest level since 1993. This is what drove economic performance in 2017. 3. We need to promote federalism at every opportunity, send power and resources back to the states so that these decisions can be made locally. 4. We need to eliminate obsolete, ineffective, and redundant government agencies and programs. And we begin this process by using zero-based budgeting, so everyone in control of a government checkbook has to prioritize and justify every dollar they spend. 5. There are portions of our government that is unresponsive to stakeholders and unaccountable to taxpayers. due in large part to civil service in need of reform, Merit System Review Board in need of reform, and public unions in need of reform. And this can be no better illustrated than our Veterans Administration. 6, we need to end all U.S. funding for Palestinian refugee resettlement through the UN. We have been at this for quite a long time and have nothing to show for it. We need to spend that $300 million much better than what we're currently getting now. 7, political correctness is being used to shame us into denying our American heritage and destroy our public institutions. And this is perfectly illustrated in the controversy surrounding our national monuments. Anyone afraid of defending America's interest should not hold public office. 8, the word career politician itself is an oxymoron for the simple reason public office was never meant to be a career for anyone. Career politicians have made campaign finance into a wedge that has been driven between voters and donors. And is the reason why your average congressman now spends between 20 to 50% of their time fundraising with donors. You can help me end this because I do not plan on making this office a career. The third area of emphasis is demanding equal justice under our laws. 1, our criminal statutes have to apply to everyone, regardless of surname or political affiliation. The blindfolded justice has to be restored if people are going to have faith in federal law enforcement institutions again. 2, all laws have to apply to all of us, and that includes members of Congress. It is unconscionable that anyone could vote for a law that applies to everyone but themselves. I promise I will never vote for a law that excludes members of Congress. And 3, all violence against law enforcement officers must be prosecuted as hate crimes. Anyone that murders a law enforcement officer needs to receive the death penalty. It is important that we stand beside those who stand between us and those that want to harm us. And I want to make sure that everyone does their part to make America great again by going out and exercising their right to vote this May 8th. Thank you.